On life's path, we are often asked how to speed up the process of manifestation, how to break free from limiting beliefs, and how to let go of control in favor of trusting the unseen force that guides us. So today, this video is devoted to unraveling these questions by going straight to the heart of wisdom, where we'll examine the consciousness of who we truly are. When I speak of identity here, I'm referring to the identity we pick and the characteristics we choose to represent. This includes values, beliefs, skills, actions, and settings. These aspects emerge effortlessly from our dream, propelled by the might of our subconscious mind. The awareness of our real self is linked to our shapeless self, which is beyond any features at any level. This insight is the key to numerous inquiries that come up. It lets you sense the presence of all the ideal characteristics tied to your vision without facing undue obstacles. You rise above these challenges, you sense the existence, you acknowledge it, you sense it again and again. This is how it works. Challenges arise from beliefs built on resistance. If you don't identify with these beliefs, resistance fades away. This is the journey to live a fulfilled life, led by the true core of who you are. Challenges usually stem from beliefs that symbolize an excessive attachment to elements within the three base levels. By this, I mean the way we unconsciously connect to skills, actions, and settings, which encompass people, situations, and data. This is what differentiates those who flow in their pursuits from those who force their way through without need. Force emerges from constricting beliefs eager to be liberated. One of the easiest methods to let go of clinging to beliefs and stay in your ideal consciousness state is as follows. Take a time to realize that you possess a body, mind, and life episodes reflected across these three levels. As you ponder this, recognize that the you that is aware and considering is above these areas. Become cognizant that this you is past the mental beliefs related to a personal identity within these layers and remain quiet in this awareness. You are the I that exceeds all shapes, the unconditional and unbiased spectator of all, and by exceeding, I imply by definition, outside the perceived scope or perceived limits of these realms. In other words, the boundaries regarding these realms are imagined and only exist in the mind, notably in the subconscious section that saves beliefs. It's conceivable that this world is constructed from beliefs, meaning that anything established as truth can transform. So we can alter what is established as truth. Suppose a person thinks that one route is better than another. This thought symbolizes an attachment that we can term personal truth. Yet there is a reality that is above the personal, a reality that transcends individuality, the simple truth that you exist. This formless self remains steady no matter the changes through time, personal beliefs, and episodes regarding people, settings, situations, and data. These may seem to shift, but what stays unchanging is the awareness of existing. This is what I wish to spotlight as knowing our true identity or self-awareness. With this view, we realize that it's simpler to release attachment to beliefs, and thus alternative suggestions become more reachable. Accepting notions such as "this is the way it is" becomes a smooth exercise as we experientially understand the existence beyond any resistance to these suggestions. What used to demand around 20 minutes of meditation to let go of attachment with thoughts now perhaps happens right away through this practice. We all have this ability. Every one of us has a distinct history of life experiences that lead to this insight, and that's just fine. Selecting what to accept as true for the way life appears, that is, what you reckon as real in your thoughts, becomes simpler and appearances change correspondingly. However, What is unwavering is this formless self alongside a chosen identity, values, beliefs, skills, actions, and environment. This could be dubbed the true identity. There's no necessity to label it like that or define it rigidly. You might name it whatever you prefer for reference. True identity is the awareness that watches all changes and transformations that come up as life episodes. You, me, all of us are above everything we consent to be true. In some schools of thought, this is called knowing oneself, the direct experience of the self. We are the awareness that goes beyond all these layers. Assuming a dream as true and selecting a personal identity that manifests through particular values and beliefs, this selection naturally unfolds into skills, actions, and environments. Put simply, we don't identify with the state that materializes in all of us, but with the state from which everything originates, steered by the unseen force. This method is also a sort of knowing oneself, where we recognize that we are existence itself and mold our desired reality through imagination. We step beyond personal identity by becoming mindful of it. This is what we term self-awareness. In another video, we dealt with a similar way to uncover the self beyond form, which I'll include in the description. So try to take a moment to acknowledge this self, as we've talked about, because it aids in releasing attachment to limiting beliefs, realizing experientially that we're beyond them and beyond speculation. The regular practice of acknowledging that we are more than our beliefs assists in letting go of ties with those that don't serve us, and there are innumerable rewards to recognizing consciousness as our true identity. The essence of wonder lies in your awareness of being the center from which all spells emanate. The force that resides within this sacred center reveals itself practically when we imagine life unfolding in its manifold layers. This also symbolizes ongoing tranquility. I trust that the secret to a rich life lies in discovering the sacred center within ourselves, existing and radiating from that space rather than being agitated by the external rings of noise and disputes. The absence of peace, on the other hand, stems from aligning with corresponding convictions which turn into the external scenes perceived as chaos, desires, noise, and disputes that comprise all facets of our existence. Reflecting upon the realms of life, we recognize their intrinsic link to convictions. For example, why would anybody opt to partake in needless arguments unless they believed such behavior would lead to some gain? Or perhaps they proceed thoughtlessly, never challenging this mindset? However, is this truly the solitary means to attain rewards? As we consider these questions, it becomes apparent from our familiarity with the principles we've discussed that many problems naturally untangle themselves when we let them be. The outcomes materialize in unexpected manners within the realms of the unseen. I'm not suggesting that avoiding dialogue is the answer, but rather I'm signaling the possibility of a different method. If the dialogue springs from the sacred center, we'd realize that this same sacred center is present in others, just as it is in us here and now. This fundamental realization would lead to interactions based on harmony, affection, and mutual gains, rather than exchanges that cause hurt and disgrace. As an illustration, the lure of intellectual debates frequently hinges on self-interest. Nevertheless, the outcomes of such pursuits are often humiliation and sorrow. However, the real longing is not found in this ego-centered chase, but within a belief system. Those aligned with this belief, consciously or not, suppose that this is the exclusive path to procuring advantages. Those who resolve not to settle for mere appearances, shadows and illusions, will scatter every transient fantasy with the illuminating brilliance of the sacred center. The ascent above appearances, shadows, and illusions happens by recognizing the awareness of existence. From this stance, it is evident that these phenomena are intimately tied to beliefs in the mind, and by comprehending this, we can let go of them, allowing them to vanish or transform. The wisdom linked to this understanding emphasizes the need to stand above assets, bodies, circumstances, the environment, and other people's opinions, as well as our reaction towards these components. Genuine strength and resolve manifest only when we attain this elevated standing naturally, effortlessly. How then can we truly stand above these elements without exerting force? The response lies in understanding that we are inherently above these aspects. While some may elect to identify with these aspects, bear in mind that is their decision. Equally, if they decide against identification, that too is a choice. It is through our selections that we engage the invisible power to alter appearances. Yet there's no struggle in this realization. By simply acknowledging and understanding our transcendence over these aspects, we engage in effortless living that embodies grace and ease. By living from our true state, we render any sense of conflict or challenge inert. Such is the power of the invisible force when rightly comprehended, freeing us from unnecessary battles with ourselves and the world. This understanding extends into every domain of our lives, from personal relationships to professional endeavors, from our deepest spiritual quests to the most mundane daily tasks. The realization of our intrinsic superiority to these experiences allows us to navigate life with a serenity and mastery that was always our birthright. To recall this truth is to come back to a home we never truly left, the home within us where we are the masters, the creators, and where all external events are but a play of shadows on the walls of our inner temple. In realizing this, we no longer need to strive to control outcomes or grasp at the ephemeral strands of material success. Instead, we become like the lotus flower, rising above the murky waters of attachment and desire, blooming into the full glory of our divine nature. It is here, from this place of peace and power, that we create our realities with purpose and joy, no longer at the whims of fate or the caprice of transient external forces. Teaching ourselves to return to this center, this core of who we are, becomes the most important practice. It is the wellspring from which all clarity, creativity, and true accomplishment flow. It is from this place of inner dominion that we actualize our deepest intentions and remember our innate capacity to manifest not only what serves our individual journey, but also what contributes to the collective evolution of consciousness. We come to see that every challenge we face is not an obstacle but an invitation to rise higher, to expand our perspective, and to embrace the totality of our being. This expansion is not about acquiring more or becoming something we are not. It is about shedding the layers that obscure the luminous essence of our true identity. Through this ongoing process of realization and self-revelation, we step into a life that reflects the limitless nature of our consciousness, a life where our highest aspirations and most cherished dreams are not distant possibilities, but the immediate expressions of our reality, fostered by a profound alignment with the invisible power that orchestrates the symphony of the cosmos. So remember, wherever you are on your journey, the key to transformation, to change that is both profound and lasting, is always within you. It's not in some external technique or in the accumulation of more knowledge. It's in the simple yet profound realization of your inherent sovereignty over all experiences, seen and unseen. From this place of understanding, we naturally align with the forces of growth, joy, and abundance, and our lives become a testament to the power of conscious creation. In the next part, we will explore further the practical applications of this realization and how we can integrate this wisdom into our daily lives for tangible change and the ultimate realization of our potential. Stay tuned as we continue this journey of self-discovery, where each step reveals more of the infinite possibilities that await when we live in harmony with the true essence of who we are. In recognizing our higher nature, it's evident that our choices have power, immense power. The power to choose is perhaps our greatest strength. It's through our choices that we engage with the invisible force that shapes the very fabric of reality. Each decision, each belief, every heartfelt intention sets into motion ripples across the cosmos that align to manifest the existence we desire. This is not an abstract concept, but a tangible truth that reveals itself time and again to those who observe the workings of their mind and the resultant reality. As co-creators with this omnipresent force, we align our individual will with the universal will, understanding that they are not separate but reflections of the same essence. It is not about bending the universe to our singular desire, but aligning our desires to the harmonious flow of creation. This alignment brings about experiences that resonate deeply with our soul's purpose, leading us away from the ephemeral and towards the eternal. It is a transformative process, one that does not demand we fight against our nature or the nature of things, but rather invites us to step fully into the truth of our being. It requires a conscious acknowledgement of our innate completeness and a willingness to let go of those beliefs and narratives that have kept us in loops of perceived limitation and scarcity. As we move forward with this knowledge, let it not just be an intellectual understanding, but an embodied wisdom. Let it inform our actions, our words, and our creations. May it be a light that not only guides us, but illuminates the path for others, inspiring them to find their own alignment and connection with the Source. In closing, I invite you to hold this awareness in your daily practice. Be vigilant of your thoughts, for they are the architects of your destiny. Nurture those that empower and uplift, and gently release those that no longer serve. Trust in the unseen workings of the universe as you align your heart, mind, and spirit with the highest manifestation of who you are. By undertaking this journey, by accepting this profound truth of our existence, we open ourselves to an ever-expanding horizon of possibilities. We step into a realm of pure potentiality, where change is not just possible, but inevitable. And this change, this evolution of our being, is not a destination to be reached, but a perpetual unfolding, an eternal dance of discovery and becoming. Thank you for your openness to embrace this message, for your willingness to explore the depths of your own being. As we come to the end of this discussion, remember always that the seeds of change, of a life beyond your wildest dreams, are already within you, waiting to be nurtured into full bloom. This is not the end, but a beginning of a greater journey towards embodying the boundless nature of your true essence. Carry this knowledge within your heart, and let it be the compass that leads you forth into the vastness of your magnificent potential. May your journey be filled with light, love, and the profound realization of your co-creative power. Until we meet again, may the invisible power that weaves the tapestry of life grant you the wisdom to see with clarity, the courage to choose with boldness, and the peace to walk your path with an open heart. Remember, you have the vision, the power, and now the knowledge. Go forth and manifest the life of your dreams, for it is not just your right, but your responsibility as a conscious being, as a reflection of the infinite. Take care, and may your days be lived in full alignment with the deepest truths of your existence. Farewell for now, but not goodbye.